this was a couple weeks ago that he said on the Rich Eisen show. And I referenced this a little bit earlier last week, saying that Deion had said something that was just totally out of pocket. And over the weekend, it went viral. So this is what Deion Sanders had to say in terms of sticking his own foot in his mouth.
More and more and more.
We have different attributes: smart, tough, fast, disciplined with character.
Yep.
We're looking at now quarterbacks are different.
Yeah.
We want mother, father, dual parent.
Mm-hmm.
We want that kid to be 3, 5 and up because he's got to be smart.
Mm-hmm.
Not bad decisions off the field at all, because he has to be a leader of men. It's so many different attributes in what we look for when we see a quarterback. And you would love a coach's son. Somewhere that the coaches coached him, and I'm not going down my road. I see you smiling because
I know who your quarterback is right now.
He's talking about my son. I didn't just build a template for my son, but that's what really we look for in quarterbacks. Different positions are different. Like O linemen, I look for dual parent homes,
right?
A strong father that they adhered to,
right?
Smart kid, at least 3.3. and above.
You're also describing Hurts.
Yeah, tough.
Well. I mean,
physical. I mean, offensive lineman. Defensive lineman is totally opposite.
What do you mean?
Single mama. Trying to get it. He's on free lunch. I mean, I'm talking about just trying to make it. He trying to rescue mama. Like mama barely made the flight.
Trying to get out the mud.
And I want him to just go get it. It's a whole different attributes that you look for in different positions, and we have that stuff just chronicled. We know what we want, and we go get it.
Deion Sanders here on.
It's interesting to hear him say that he wants quarterbacks from a household with 2 parents, because I suggest you go look up where the mother of his first 2 children live. Spoiler alert, it's not with him because they're divorced, which I don't have a problem with. If you've been watching the show for the last month, you probably know that my parents were also divorced. There's nothing wrong with that, but it is a problem when you make that a fucking stipulation for your quarterback. Also, I don't know if you know this about the demographics of America, but the stipulations that Deion laid out there will undoubtedly affect black quarterbacks more than white quarterbacks. And this gets back to the problem I had with Deion Sanders leaving Jackson State in the first place. Everybody wants to make it about, oh, why do you have such a problem with everything Deion's doing? You're tearing down a black man. What about all the young black men that he left behind at Jackson State, and now he is leaving behind with these dumbass stipulations? It's bullshit, and it's racist, Deion. That's just a fact of the matter, and none of the white men on that set wanted to call you out because they didn't feel like they were in a place to do that, which is fair. But saying this shit is dumb as all hell. I grew up without a father. I also had higher grades than the vast majority of anybody in my school. I also, that was my MO when I played sports. I wasn't very athletic, so I tried to be a leader. I tried to have a good head on my shoulders. And you know who did that for me? My single fucking mom, Deion. You're an idiot. Shut your stupid mouth. I've been hesitant to side with Totri in a lot of his takes about Deion. This crossed the line for me. You're a fucking dummy. Fuck you, Deion Sanders.
I'm going to play devil's advocate for a second.
I was going to say, and this is the last episode of
It's insane.
It's the most asinine thing I've heard a head coach say.
Take away just how awful what he said was.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What is the point?
Not only what is the point of having those stipulations, what's the point of saying it in public?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, he thought he was funny. He thought he was being funny when he made the single.
I don't know if he thinks he's being funny, though.
I just can't think of any other reason why he would say that and think that it was okay.
It's what we've talked about before. What are we doing? We're talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know.
You also have to understand where he is recruiting and where Colorado is. It's in Colorado. Go walk around Colorado. Use both hands to count how many black people you see.
Go to Colfax in New York.
But that's at a certain point. Right, that's got to be. I don't care who you are. You can't just, especially in today's day and age, you can't just go out there and say shit like this.
The problem is you kind of can, because what's going to happen? Literally nothing.
I'm interested to see what this does, if it does anything, for recruiting numbers next year.
I mean,
it's not going to matter, man. That's just how this shit works.
It's definitely a conversation. If you're a recruit, if Deion is recruiting you, you see that. What are your thoughts? Or is there conversation
I think
to
it's
be
bullshit.
had?
But if you are the quarterback that Deion wants, you're sitting there and looking at that and be like, oh, look, yeah, both my parents are here, and I do have good grades.
But on
and
the flip side of that coin, there is probably a quarterback out there that is just as talented, if
Yes,
not more,
I
that
agree.
doesn't
But
meet his stipulations, that is using that as fuel.
Yeah.
For the next 4 years.
Listen, I agree with
Says,
you.
I want to play in the
Every
Pac-12
part of
just
this-
to prove Deion wrong.
Every part of this is fucking ridiculous. But as far as Deion is concerned, why should he care? He's got his quarterback right now, and any quarterback he's recruiting is going to fit the mold that he has set for it. So as far as Deion is concerned, it's not going to matter. I doubt it's going to affect anything with him. It doesn't change the fact that it's bullshit. And if he is saying this out loud, I am sure there are hundreds of white coaches who think the exact same thing. And again, take a look around college football. See how many coaches are white. It's damn near all of them.
Well, and this is the last point on this, again, he's saying this in public. And to your point about white coaches, I can't imagine what is said behind closed doors.
And to be fair to white coaches, there's a black coach. I'm sure there's plenty of black coaches that think the same thing because they were raised in this environment where that's how they think. Like, that's how football operates, this is how the world operates, America operates, is on racial stereotypes and microaggressions and all this dumb shit. And so, to a certain extent, I almost can't blame Deion. Well, I mean, I blame Deion, but like, to a certain extent, this is just what football is. This is what sports are. This is what American society is. He grew up. He is fortunate enough to be one of the black people that has power in a predominantly white field. And that does not happen very often if you are spitting in the face of what those white people in power think about the world. So it's just it's a product of an environment to a certain extent, but that does not excuse how fucking bullshit it is.
Yeah, I totally agree.